Hey guys, welcome back to Gear by Orla. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and welcome. Today I am reviewing the NOMATIC Carry On Classic. If you are new to my channel, then you may or may not have seen my reviews on the NOMATIC products before. I like to kind of make a disclaimer that there is NOMATIC and GOMATIC and they deliver the same types of products. There is just a slight change in the name due to trading. Unfortunately though, over on their website on the GOMATIC, they don't have the luggage range, so it is only with NOMATIC at this current moment. So this is the Carry On Classic here that I have. Over on their website, on the NOMATIC website, they have the Carry On Pro as well, and they have the checked in luggage version of this. But with the Carry On Pro, I'm hoping to review that as well, and then maybe I could do a wee comparison for you, so you can let me know in the comments if that would be helpful. But as of now, this is the Classic. This luggage is priced at $399.99 and it is made up of polycarbonate, which is extremely lightweight, and it is known for its strength and durability, and that's what you kind of want with a carry-on, especially if you are just looking for one basically that's gonna do everything for you. Then for the price at $399.99, you want to know that it's going to be long lasting. This is a unique style. It is clean and sleek in its design. It's also given very business style. Carry on, I would recommend it maybe for a flight attendant, a pilot, business travelers. Of course, if you don't fit into those categories, then it is absolutely fine, but it's just the style of it is giving those vibes. It's not overly flashy in its design. It has subtle branding on the bag here, so around the whole of the bag there is this kind of different, it feels like what do you feel like a rubber around here, and then a little bit of branding, and they have like a sort of subtle branding, so that little triangle on the tops of the handles as well, so it is really subtle, and then subtle on the wheels too. So it's not overly done or overly flashy, and it is just put together really, really well. So this is a 30 litre and it is a carry-on, so it's going to go in the overhead locker. The dimensions for this carry-on are 22 inches in height by 14 inches in width and 9 inches in depth. So along with most of the requirements in the UK, this should be absolutely fine, but again, just measure it up with your own airlines to see. But it's not overly like in comparison, I have the 42 litre here. This is the 30 litre. I have the 42 litre in the July. For a comparison in the litres here and them side by side, yada yada. Now, for most, this is going to be grand as well, but if I'm rolling up and this is looking a bit over bulky, then because it's so bright and vibrant, they might ask me to try and put it into the carry-on basket. It really depends on where you are in the world. Sometimes EasyJet, they're like, okay, get on the flight, we don't care, or sometimes they'll be like, get your bag in the basket and check. So it really just depends. I think like with this style of bag, you're not really gonna notice it, and I mean that in the nicest way possible, because it's not like overly bulky, it's not overly flashy, and it's not really like something that you look at and go, nah, that's not going to fit in that little basket. But this should be absolutely fine, but again, just measure it up with your own airline requirements. You do have the silent wheels here. Silent enough, and they roll really well. Like, they're really, really smooth. Like, I had them out testing it, and it is something that just glides so easily, and I absolutely love 360 spinner wheels because you can just maneuver about how you need. So you've got your handle here on this side, and I absolutely love these handles, I have to say, because there is a lot more room in comparison to the July bag there that I have reviewed over on my channel, and I could not really fit my hand in there and there wasn't really enough room, where this maneuvers with you, which I absolutely love, and there is enough expansion in it so you can pull on it, and then it just floods nicely back into the side, so it's not something that is bulky and sitting out. And that's the same for the top one as well, so you can maneuver from this side or up above too, and I absolutely love these handles. I think they're really sleek and they're very comfortable too. Then you have the handle here on the back, which I absolutely love. You've got one stage, two stage, yeah, 2 stages. I think you can get it in the middle here and then bring it back down to this one. There's 3 little holes, so there's 3 little stops that you can have it. In comparison to maybe the July again, I know I'm making quite a few comparisons here, but it's kind of good to know that their handle, it stops at a load of different positions, which I absolutely loved with that carry-on, because you have then more range in where you want to place your handle, whereas this has like 3 main stops, so that's what you get. But I have to say, on this here, this rubber material here at the top is really, really comfy. And it is a slimline handle, so it just looks lovely and well put together. And definitely it is something that is really, really comfortable. There is no uncomfortable feeling whenever you're holding on to this for long periods of time, or if you're traveling with it, then you're absolutely grand. So on most bags now, you have the combination lock on the front here. You can decide whatever lock you want. I have to say, whenever you don't have these locks in, it becomes quite noisy, so even if you are or aren't using the combination lock, it's good to just have them tucked into that, and then you can just take it out whenever you need it. And then that gets you into the main body of the bag. These zippers here are YKK zippers, and I absolutely love them. The only downfall is when they're not in there, they do make a lot of noise, and the zips run very smooth. This is really, really strong, I have to say. The hardware is great. It makes a lot of noise, to be honest. Just be aware when you are putting the bag down, there is no protection on the bottom, like bumpers on the outside or anything like that, so you are just having to be aware of all that scratches. And I can see the scratches on here, but they're kind of blending into the bag, so really it's going to be down to your preference on color as well. And then the bag just flips over nicely. And I have to say, the inside of the bag reminds me a lot of their backpacks. It's got the same quality, the same style, the same types of material, and it really works. It really works for this style of carry-on. I am an absolute lover of the inside of this carry-on. I think there is a right amount of organization on this side of the carry-on, where you have 2 mesh pockets. I'm not a lover of the mesh because it's like weird feeling. I prefer like the soft mesh, but with this you do know that you're getting something really, really strong. Then you have 2 pockets here, which you can fit like little tech accessories in here. Bear in mind, you can look at the Pro if you want the laptop compartment in the front. You could definitely place a laptop in here, but obviously put your own protection to it. There is pockets here. I would add your own padding if you're going to be putting in like a tablet or a book. You could probably fit something smaller tech wise, like a tablet or a Kindle or anything like that in this front pocket, and then little wires or plugs and all that there in the front. And that just adds a little bit of organization, but not enough, not an overly amount that you feel overwhelmed with it. And then on the inside is lots of nice space. I have to say, it's beautiful, and they have nice branding in the middle, and it is like cushioned of some sort, like inside, like the hardware isn't sticking out on this side for sure, and everything feels really smooth, and it runs really nicely, and there is just plenty of space. On the side you have 2 pockets. Now I absolutely love this mesh in comparison to that mesh. It is stretchy, it's beautiful, it's silky, and then inside you just have 2 smaller pockets, so you can fit maybe something like your cards or anything in there that you want to be maybe more secured, especially if you have the carry-on with you. If you're checking it in or anything like that, then maybe don't put valuables like that in there. You'll know yourself, but that is nice to just have something on the inside. Maybe you can place like your toothbrush, your toothpaste, or bits and bobs in there. You can do that. The zips are lovely. They have these little tugs on them, which just helps maneuver the bag and make it more sleek and accessible to the experience that you're having with this bag. And in there is just space, and then that closes up very nicely. Then on this side of the bag you have your compression pads, which you can also fold as well. I absolutely love the fact that you have a range of this. You can press it down or you can use two to press it down. That is up to you. That's what these look like. They're absolutely lovely. So then you can open it up. They do give you a luggage tag, which is a nice little touch. Oh, the dreaded NOMATIC seatbelt material. They have this fid lock, which makes up for it type of straps that pin the bag down, which I absolutely love, and makes up for the fact that there is that seatbelt material there for the straps. I can get over that a bit easier. Now inside this bag there is a zip that goes right round. Instead of the zip being in the middle, there is a zip on the outside which takes you to the hardware. Now this side, the handles do take up a lot of the room in terms of the hardware sticking up. I think I actually like this whole zip being on the outside here. I've never seen that before, and oh my god, that's where I'm feeling that that softness on the inside. You've got this soft material which I felt on the other side there, so everything is kind of cushioned before it's hitting the hardware, which is a really nice touch. It's making it feel it makes me feel much better about the price, if that makes sense, because the hardware is something that's going to be long lasting and they've actually thought about well enough. And then that zip's closed, so you don't really have to see that if you don't want to, and there isn't like a long zip in the middle. That's just on the outside. And again, I've mentioned this in previous videos, you can opt to put like shoes or dirty laundry in underneath there should you want. I really do like that style, but just be aware whenever you are packing, you'll just have to pack around these handles. The hardware to this handle here at the front is all on the back here, so just be aware of that. But there is plenty of space over in this bad boy. You could definitely get a long weekend out of this bag. And I would like to mention again that I absolutely love these straps, and that all gets pressed down. So if you're packing up on this side, which again, it helps when you have a compression pad because of the hardware here sticking out, then you have a chance to just push everything down and put it in all neatly and pack how you want. Just something to think about in terms of picking your carry-on. This is a great carry-on. The polycarbonate is great. It's a great hardware in terms of the hard shell here, and if you're not in control of your carry-on and it's checked in or it's away from you and you're worried about how it's going to hold up, then you know with polycarbonate that it is strong enough, right? But then you have to weigh up whether you want that, you know, scratches and stuff like that on your suitcase. There is going to be a couple more reviews on aluminium suitcases as they progress in the industry of the suitcase world. I have a really good one. I don't know if you can see it behind me, probably not, that I have been reviewing that is aluminium and is absolutely premium. And I'm still in debates as to whether or not aluminium is better than the polycarbonate. I would love to know anyone's thoughts in the comments, so we can maybe have a conversation about it, or if there's kind of like any other carry-on suitcases that you would like me to review, then I can get onto that as well. But I would just like to make another wee comparison here. I know I have done throughout, but with this July suitcase, that they have added on the egg-shelled shapes here to protect the corners of the bag. You are getting that added protection whenever the bag is away from you. But it's really going to be down to your own preference and how you feel. You might be thinking, oh, I really have been wanting a NOMATIC carry-on, and I just want to know what it's like and if it's worth it. It definitely is. And as I mentioned, you can head over to the NOMATIC website and check out the Carry On Pro, and I will hopefully have a chance to review that as well. It did make me wonder, like, the hardware and all is great, but it did make me wonder how they have a part on their website about the repairs and sustainability, so you can go on there and buy the hardware. And it made me think, what, does people have a lot of problem with their hardware that they have to fix it? So that's just something to note. I don't know if there's anything to that, but it just sparked a little bit in my brain whenever I was on it. But that is an option as well, that the hardware is there, which is again a pro and a con, whatever way you want to look at it. But the hardware on their website is there should anything happen to your bag, and then you have the warranty too. I will leave the links to the products that I have mentioned as well, and also if you prefer maybe just like a carry-on backpack, I have reviewed the travel bag 40 litre, and you can also get that in the 30 litre too, so you can check out that review on my website. You can check it out on the Dream Big Travel Far website and on the YouTube channel here. If you do happen to have a wee gander and you're thinking about purchasing this carry-on, I would greatly appreciate if you could use the links below. It does offer a commission as they are affiliate links, and we put that back into this channel so that I can give you more honest, authentic reviews. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next review.